Have you ever woken up on a completely ordinary morning feeling an overwhelmingly heavy exhaustion anchored deep within your chest? Millions of modern individuals drag themselves out of bed every single day just to perform incredibly repetitive tasks they fundamentally despise. We constantly wonder if this endless cycle of profound exhaustion is truly all there is to our brief human existence. But there is a highly specific reason why certain hidden populations completely avoid this crushing modern despair. On the remote Japanese island of Okinawa, people routinely live past 100 years of age with an incredibly profound sense of daily joy. Their absolute secret is an ancient philosophical framework known as Ikigai, which roughly translates to your profound reason for being. This extraordinary framework is not about chasing fleeting artificial happiness or accumulating massive material wealth. Instead, it represents a quiet intersection balancing your deepest natural passions with your ultimate service to others. People who successfully cultivate this mindset wake up every single day with a remarkably crystal clear sense of internal direction and deep inner peace. Finding your true personal Ikigai absolutely does not require discovering one perfect destiny or making a grand, terrifying life change overnight. It requires carefully aligning what you genuinely love doing with what you are naturally incredibly good at doing. You must also figure out exactly what the modern world desperately needs and what specific value you can actually be rewarded for. When these four massive foundational elements perfectly align, you immediately experience far greater daily motivation and incredibly true lasting happiness. To truly understand how this profound philosophy functions in reality, we must closely examine the astonishing longevity secrets of Okinawa. This specific region is famously known globally as one of the ultimate blue zones of the world. It is remarkably common for these specific island residents to live well past 100 years of age while maintaining exceptionally sharp mental clarity. Their astonishing physical longevity is absolutely not a fortunate biological result of incredibly lucky genetics. It is a meticulously cultivated lifestyle built entirely around a clear daily purpose and strong local community bonds. Remember to hit like and subscribe, it really helps the channel grow. This brings us to an incredibly crucial lesson about exactly how we currently view our later years and the modern concept of retirement. In traditional Japanese culture, retiring absolutely does not mean stopping your daily work completely or quietly withdrawing from society. People incredibly often continue doing highly meaningful activities well into their 80s and 90s without stopping. They absolutely do not seek to escape their daily work, but rather actively strive to find deeply fulfilling work they never want to retire from. Staying continuously mentally and physically active fundamentally helps maintain incredibly high cognitive health and deep emotional fulfillment over the long term. This highly purposeful activity is an incredibly powerful factor in daily well-being. True Ikigai is meticulously cultivated through deeply consistent daily practices rather than through sudden dramatic life transformations. These incredibly small but mighty daily habits actively shape your fundamental human identity and your long-term life purpose over a continuous period of time. The underlying philosophical framework strongly emphasizes tiny incremental improvement every day. Highly important daily practices include establishing quiet morning routines and engaging in continuous physical activity without strain. Practicing incredibly mindful eating and committing entirely to continuous daily learning are also exceptionally vital pieces of this daily puzzle. When you carefully apply yourself to these small daily tasks, you eventually unlock profound total mental immersion. True daily happiness incredibly often comes naturally from entering this highly focused psychological state of flow while doing meaningful work. This profoundly deep psychological concept occurs completely seamlessly when your personal human skills perfectly match the specific challenge of a given task. You become completely and totally absorbed in whatever activity you're doing at that moment. In this highly elevated mental state, people completely lose track of passing time and feel an incredibly deep sense of pure internal satisfaction. Many modern individuals discover their true personal Ikigai precisely through ordinary, everyday activities that naturally create this deep flow state. This incredible ancient philosophy simultaneously encourages completely slowing down your rushing mind. They closely observe tiny, mundane details because true meaning is always found in ordinary activities done with deliberate awareness. Rushing blindly through daily obligations actively destroys your inner peacefulness and creates massive psychological damage. Another foundational pillar of this remarkably long-lived Japanese society is their heavy reliance on exceptionally deep local community bonds. Building and diligently maintaining highly resilient social networks is absolutely essential for your long-term mental and physical well-being. The incredible residents of Okinawa frequently form highly structured lifelong support groups, which they traditionally call a moai. These highly dedicated community groups consistently provide incredibly vital emotional support to every single local member. Beyond these social connections, another highly critical physical practice deeply embedded in the daily biological life of Okinawa is widely known as hara hachi. This profound dietary habit dictates that you consciously stop eating when you physically feel exactly 80% full. Implementing this remarkably simple rule actively prevents the highly damaging modern physical habit of overeating. Their nutrient-dense daily diet consists of incredibly high volumes of beautifully colorful local vegetables alongside intensely nourishing sweet potatoes. They regularly consume fresh ocean fish and highly beneficial fermented soy products throughout their standard week. This foundational dietary principle powerfully emphasizes strict moderation over incredibly dangerous daily caloric restriction. This carefully measured nutritional approach directly feeds into another vital component of achieving a highly successful human life. People who actively cultivate their personal Ikigai naturally develop incredible mental resilience. This profound psychological resilience powerfully enables them to calmly accept inevitable life difficulties while easily maintaining their core internal daily purpose. This incredible philosophy is absolutely not only about successfully securing a remarkably distant future, but is deeply rooted in present moment enjoyment. Highly meaningful living fundamentally comes from genuinely appreciating incredibly small daily rituals and engaging in focused creative work. True internal satisfaction consistently grows when people engage fully in your current physical human life. The beautiful philosophy of Ikigai reminds us that highly meaningful living is never found in chasing grand monumental achievements. It is always discovered in the quiet alignment between your true natural passion and your totally ordinary everyday living. Finding this perfect intersection completely eliminates modern despair and builds a remarkably beautiful and incredibly long daily human existence. If you passionately want to discover your own unique personal center, you can easily use a highly practical daily method by simply asking yourself 4 highly specific questions. Begin by deliberately writing down exactly what you truly love doing on a daily basis, and then carefully list the specific physical and mental skills you naturally excel at performing without any modern stress whatsoever. Next, you must deeply ask yourself exactly how you can practically contribute to other people, and finally determine what specific marketable skills can safely support your daily livelihood. When you look closely at the completely honest answers to those 4 foundational questions, your true personal path begins to slowly appear exactly where the profound concepts perfectly overlap in your routine. Finding this incredibly unique, beautiful intersection gives you an exceptionally powerful starting point to completely restructure your ordinary daily habits. It consistently provides you with a highly reliable and deeply peaceful roadmap to naturally design a much more fulfilling human life, far away from the incredibly toxic and endlessly chaotic modern expectations of Western capitalist society. If you enjoyed this look into the Japanese lifestyle and want to see more, please leave a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.